Oh boy, look who is back. As the conversation online is sure about to get a little bit more spicier, as of course Candace just returned to her podcast, and she has some new theories that we are going to be looking at and discussing in what will be an attempt to be in a fair and honest way. As of course there's some critical pushback, especially from Alex Jones. There's other people coming out and saying, hey, there's some other inconsistencies here. Other people are saying, well, this is actually a big deal. Who's really telling the truth here? Well, that's what we're going to be discussing here in this particular video. And if you appreciate these type of discussions, subscribe. This new channel is doing very well, very little subscribers, but the numbers are doing incredibly well compared to our main channel, where we just did a video about the Daily Wire bringing back all of the old Candace accounts in order to ridicule and make fun of her. Go watch that video, because we told you, hey, we're going to continue this video, and we're doing this on the second channel. Now, lots to talk about. Let's just get into it. As Candace is talking about where Tyler Robinson went on the night after taking out Charlie from what looks like someone that gave her some insider information. She talks about how the Daily Wire has developed a show to make fun of her and Tucker Carlson. And then, of course, she talked about Emmanuel Macron, who is jailing people because allegedly people know that his wife is a man. That thing is still going on there. As, listen, the conversations aren't boring, and they're very captivating. Now, some people love her, some people hate her, and some people say that's the recipe you need for prominence in today's new internet day and age. It's not our style. Our style is let's evaluate and steel man and straw man, right? Let's look at the good, the bad, the ugly, and let's have a real kind of conversation where I kind of naturally stand, and I'll tell you why I stand, and I tell you my theories when they are just theoretical. Now, some things that Candace has done were important. Some things that she's done were wrong. And I think that's a fair assessment here. Now, can I attribute motives? I don't know. But without just getting into personalities here, let's get into what's going on here. As the Salt Lake Tribune now writes that there's problems with one of the prosecutors who's going after Tyler Robinson, as of course this is the state case that is still ongoing. Now, there are volumes of huge stacks of evidence against Tyler Robinson that were given to him in his legal defense. As now, we're finding out that one of the prosecutor's loved ones was at UVU when this incident happened, which now they're arguing could be a conflict of interest, especially with the family relationship that could be interpreted here, and the ability to, quote, not fairly handle this death penalty case here. Now, the case here is very important to a lot of people. I've always argued, yes, this case is extremely important, but it should be done in the right way so we get full answers, accountability, and no more kind of conspiracies, theories out there. And the onus on the conspiracy theories to me is predominantly because of the federal government acting kind of weird and strange here, like they always kind of do. And not really a change of protocol on their end. As now Candace has come out and she has revealed, quote, never before seen photos. Now, they're not going to be anything automatically. I'm like, I don't want to see this. Like, I don't want to see any of the like horrible stuff. We've seen enough of that, and that was traumatic on a lot of us. It's not fun. It's not easy to see that type of stuff. And even when Candace was saying, release all the video footage, I was like, release it to a third party that's independent of everybody. Let them go through it. I don't want to see it, personally. That's just me. Now, there's a photo of allegedly, and again, I haven't been able to independently verify this, and it's important to say that when analyzing and going through this type of stuff of from the back when Charlie got hit. Now, there's nothing gory about it. So, just be warned. But this is what Candace came out. This is her latest kind of claim here.
And for clarity, I want to show you guys this as well exclusively, a still image of...
Now, I haven't seen this image anywhere else. She says exclusively. I mean, she has it. No one else has it. Now, is this a fake AI rendering that someone sent her in order to, is this just some crazy person? I don't know. I don't know who sent it. And I don't know if it's real.
The much longer video I have that was shown to me of Charlie from behind. Okay, this is the video, and you can see what we have there. That's Charlie's necklace that's hanging. There's no blood on Charlie. There was absolutely no blood on Charlie. Not only did the bullet not go through, it didn't even cause any sort of destruction. And I follow that video until he goes down. There's nothing that we would expect to see from a 30-06. And again, I have a close-up of this. That's his chain. There's no question that what you are seeing there is his chain. And the only blood that I saw was blood in his hand, which was spurting forward, to be clear.
Now, does this prove anything? We'll get into that and a lot more. Before we do, just really quickly, we got to pay the bills around here, and that's why we wanted to tell you about WeAreChange.shop. Check it out. We got a lot of great, amazing, incredible supplements. There's a huge drop in testosterone that Joe Rogan was talking about recently.
That really concerns me with humans, that drop-off of testosterone, the miscarriage rate increasing. Like, that's really spooky.
There's a war on your fertility, and a lot of people aren't healthy, and that's why I created WeAreChange.shop. One of the things that has helped me out tremendously right now, as of late, is the vitamin D. Even though I live in Miami, still, my vitamin D levels weren't that good. I started supplementing. I feel amazing. I feel incredible. But when it comes to the ultimate kind of testosterone booster, the main thing that boosted my testosterone, my score used to be, 600? I got it up to 800, was ashwagandha. Take it, for me, I take it 1 month out of the year. Doctors say don't take it more than 3 months out of the year. I believe it was Huberman that says don't take it for one month, don't take it more for 1 month out of the year. Again, you don't see a lot of vitamin salesmen being like, hey, restrict your intake on this, right? But I think it's important to be honest and truthful, especially when it comes to my products, that I want to make sure I help you become the best, strongest, amazing version of yourself. I know a female that a doctor prescribed this to. I gave it to her, and she talked about how it lowered her cortisol, made her feel amazing, made her get great sleep. Lots of people aren't getting good sleep. I'm getting really incredible sleep, and ashwagandha has helped me out tremendously, and it is something that has boosted up my testosterone. And it definitely is a boost towards a lot of things that your body doesn't really do well with, especially when you have a lot of cortisol, when you have a lot of stress, you have a lot of belly fat, you have a lot of things breaking down. Stress is not just the mind killer, but also it has a lot of negative effects on you. You could lower cortisol levels with ashwagandha. You don't want to do that for too long. 1 month is just like the optimal time to get your body just running and humming. For me personally, some people shouldn't be taking ashwagandha, especially if you have serious kind of medical conditions. Do your own homework and research before putting anything into your own body. Talk to a medical professional if ashwagandha is right for you, and do your own homework and research. And then once you get, all of that information, go to WeAreChange.shop, support yourself, support us at the same time, and get something that has been really incredible and powerful for me personally, and it might potentially be for you. Now, what do you make of this latest type of video? I want you guys to let me know. Now, does it prove anything? Now again, we'll get into this theory here, as again, people are making fun of Erica. I find a lot of the stuff making fun of Erica is just kind of cruel, personally. Like, the lady's been through enough. We don't have to be that cruel to her. Now, people are saying if it was a bullet, it could have been a frangible round. They don't necessarily create an exit. A lot of people are talking about how it was an old round, an old rifle, and that allegedly Tyler Robinson, right after the incident, was looking for a replacement rifle. The health ranger has come out and says, if this image is legit, this is a huge deal. No exit wound in the back, question mark. Of course, there wasn't an exit wound. That's not what the official story said here. The official story of what happened to Charlie was that the bullet kind of came in, hit the bone, went down, hit another bone, went up, and then exited out through the neck, right? Or that was then we had Andrew Koval talk about how he was a man of steel, which I thought was, you didn't need to do all that, but that's what the doctors told him. Andrew told Alex Jones. Alex Jones came out and then talked about the kind of official version, and Alex does believe the official version of events here. As people are saying, there was no blood. Well, there was blood on the hands, right? And if a bullet got hit here, it came out here, or the pressure. I don't know. I'm not a ballistic expert, and it's fair to say that there are ballistic experts that are saying, yeah, this is consistent and normal, and there's other ballistic experts or sniper experts and military members that are saying, not really plausible. Now, I don't know what you make of that personally yourself here, but people are saying, why was there no exit wound? And this is what Candace is saying. There was no blood that traveled in a backwards trajectory. That's what I was trying to communicate to the public last year. Charlie had a seemingly more shallow wound from the front that obliterated his left artery, which we all saw. Sorry, correction. Bullet came in here, hit the thing, went up and down, and then I don't know what happened there. I'm still waiting for an official type of explanation here, and will we get one? I hope so, in order to dispel this, as people are saying, and countering the points here, saying, I've witnessed hundreds of trauma to the head and neck. The lack of blood produced from this wound is perplexing, as is the trajectory of the head if he was shot from the front. Law of physics isn't jiving here. Now, again, it's all based on your own interpretations, and experts go both ways here. Right? Now, Chris Martenson came out and said the Charlie Kirk assassination is, quote, yet another example of cartoon physics. Fed slop we're supposed to meekly accept. But people said maybe it was a frangible round. Thanks to the guys at Heavy D Country, we've known it wasn't that either. Link below. And then there's multiple videos highlighting how they were shooting what I believe is a piece of ham. A piece of ham isn't, 180 pound or 200 pound body. Oh, this is a turkey. So, but people are saying that trajectory is inconsistent. And again, this is why I think we need, more information. Now, Tim Pool responded to this and saying, okay, what's the cause here? Why did the FBI, why did they lie about the bullet here? What are you trying to get at here? As people are saying, okay, let's just say it was a different bullet or different caliber. And what? And that's what Tim Pool is saying. He's like, what are you guys trying to say here? What are you guys trying to do here? I don't get it. And that's where some people are coming in out of, while other people are saying, this proves it. And I'm like, this proves what? I'm kind of in the assessment of okay, this is weird, but what does this show or highlight or prove? Why would the feds lie about the caliber and the bullet here? And I'm trying to understand it, but we still haven't had that logical type of conclusions here. Now, Candace also came out and talked about how Tyler was shopping for a similar tool that he used to shoot Charlie with because he left it in the kind of abandoned house, right, in the field. Now, there's multiple stories where the government said this, and then it's, oh no, this actually came out. And this breeds the theories out there. But this is a counterpoint to her.
All right, so tonight on Candace Owens' podcast, apparently she's going to be letting the world know what Tyler Robinson was doing after he allegedly murdered Charlie Kirk. Well, that's great, but she's at least known since September 17th, a bit of information that she was given by a very trusted source, and she never shared it with anybody. Let's take a look at this clip.
I have a source, and everything the source has told me that has happened when we were lied to publicly has proven to be correct. So I am very inclined to believe this source on a couple of other things. And when I speak also to Lance's family, they are confirming what this source is telling me. And then we are told, as my source initially told me, that it was the mother who recognized Tyler, and she phones him up. Tyler says, Mom, I'm sick. She doesn't believe it. She loops in Dad, okay?
So right there, it's worth mentioning that her source back on September 17th, a very reliable source, confirmed that it was the mother that identified Tyler Robinson, and what ultimately led to Tyler Robinson turning himself in with the help of, the law enforcement neighbor. But the question is, what was Tyler doing between the time that he allegedly murdered Charlie Kirk and the time that he turned himself in? Well, let's take a look at this document and this tidbit of information that was provided to her by her trusted source that she never shared with anybody, that is quite frankly a bombshell. I want you to look right here in her own document. So there it is. Our source asserts that he went to buy a new gun. So Tyler Robinson, after he allegedly killed Charlie Kirk, in an effort to cover up his crimes, or at least hide it from his father, he went shopping for a replacement rifle. That's what he did. And that is a bombshell of information. And Candace Owens had that information from a reliable, trusted source, and she never shared it with you. She glanced over that bit of information, never shared it with her audience, not once in that episode. And why do you think that is? I think we all know the reason, and that is because with Candace, this has not been an investigation. It's been about pushing a narrative over the truth every single time. So there you go. Just another one added to the long list of lies that Candace Owens continues to spread, and the fact that she intentionally omits information so that she can push certain narratives, because it's always narrative over truth.
Some people would say that's what the feds are doing here. Now, everyone has their own narratives. Everyone has their own kind of accusations and finger pointing here. I think there's too many accusations. There's too much finger pointing. Personally, I'm just saying, just stick to the facts, right? Now, again, the onus is on the federal government, and I'm kind of on Team Tucker Carlson here, saying, hey, the federal government, just be more transparent here with this entire case here, please.
Folks, you got to wake up. The evidence that she's lying is right there in front of your face. And she's not going to...
I mean, are you making an accusation that she's lying through omissions? What? I mean...
stop until people start calling her out. And you got to see what she's doing. She is destroying everything that Charlie Kirk stood for, everything that he built, his legacy, attacking his family. And this is much bigger than people realize. This is a political movement ultimately to stop and destroy the MAGA movement, Donald Trump himself, and there are a lot bigger players involved than you realize. So wake up to what's going on, pay attention, and we're going to be right here fighting the lies with the truth. We'll talk to you soon.
Everyone's here. I got the truth. Candace responded to this saying, my honest to God opinion of this guy is that he's a little slow. He's, quote, doing his best here, as of course he also was on Alex Jones here. Alex Jones also firing back against Candace now, and the kind of back and forth accusations here still
But I want to be clear that I want to be remembered as the person who was holding the internet back. Last year, I was in earnest holding the internet back. Everyone was coming at Turning Point USA, at all these allegations. And I was like, no, chill, just give them some time. Everybody grieves differently. Just give them some time. It's just different. I believe that people within that company betrayed Charlie. Yeah, I'm putting the fire here right at the feet of Turning Point because I am disgusted. I am genuinely disgusted. None of you guys are behaving in the way that you should be behaving. But I'm starting to think that the assassination of Charlie Kirk was something akin to a regicide, right? The assassination of a king to install a new ruler who the king would have never approved of. The way to honor him is to give money. I don't know, there's just something really sick and demonic about the entire thing. We just know. We just know that he was truly betrayed in one of the most egregious ways that I think I've ever seen. It has made me lose faith in politics. It has made me fully lose faith in Trump. And my heart aches for the fact that he gave so much of his life to Trump and to politics. And they just were like, nope, that is it. Anyways, back at headquarters, I am told it's business as usual. And it's kind of giving me like, I don't know, LBJ when he gets sworn in that famous picture. Unfortunately, sworn in. Unfortunately, of course, he's sad in this photo. Gosh, he's obviously not wanting to be the...
And, it just continues on. It's like, look, she said this, but in reality, it's this. And I'm like, let's just argue about the facts here. Again, she has a video that no one else has seen. If it's gory, I just don't want to see it. personally. Let independent investigators see it. That's my own personal take on it. Alex has other thoughts here.
And that ties into all the attacks I've noticed I've been under. The globalists know they can't attack us from the position of the leftist or the globalist. They're discredited. They have no trust. They admit that. So now what they do is they go out and pose as patriots, then flood the zone with disinformation, and then attack everybody that's real and who has real grasp and resources.
Yeah, I think the solution to this is let's not attack each other. You're never going to know who's a Fed, who's not a Fed. What do you think of these latest claims and accusations from Candace and the criticism she's facing? Who do you think is in the right? Candace? Press 1. The people countering her, press 2. Down in the comment section below. I think the conversation is worth having based on the merits. I think a lot of people need some ashwagandha to chill out. Get the chill pill. WeAreChange.shop. Cheesy plug, I know. But anyway, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys buying that, supporting this independent media broadcast. And this is why I love you guys. Stay tuned for more. All here exclusively on youtube.com/WeAreChange.